Hello, my name is Marty Nachel, and I am on the advisory board for the business of craft beer at College of DuPage. And I also teach two of the classes that lead into the program. Okay, over the past, say 5 or 10 years, there's been an explosive growth in the craft beer industry across the United States and around the world for that matter now. But obviously, it's caught the attention of many people, especially those who are looking for employment within the industry or those who would like to start businesses within the industry. And so we have attracted those types of people, many of whom are approaching retirement age and who are looking for a second career. In addition to those people who actually are looking to make money within the industry, we have a lot of people who are what I would call, just in fun, weekend warriors, just those who really want to learn more about craft beer because there is so much to know. And these people are just thirsting for knowledge about the product. That's all. So as far as how the program is structured, when the board of advisors got together going on 5 years ago now, what we came up with is a two-tiered path. Basically, two different tracks are available to anyone looking to get into the industry. Basically, they are listed as the industry professional track and the entrepreneurship track. And the basic difference between them, the industry professional would be for those who want to find employment within the industry. And the entrepreneurship track, of course, would be for people who are looking to start a business within the industry, whether it's a brewery or a bottle shop or a general retailer of beer, anything like that. To give you an idea of how these tracks function, both of them share common classes, core classes. Actually, I teach two of them. The first one is Foundations of Craft Beer, and that's basically, it's a 3-night course, and that's just to bring everybody up to the same level in terms of their knowledge. Following that would be what we call the Foundations of Craft Beer, and that's an 8-night course, and I also teach that. And that's kind of a buffet, so to speak, of different topics within the beer world. We spend a lot of time talking about beer styles. We spend some time talking about pairing beer with food. We spend one evening discussing how beer is made, the ingredients, the processes, that sort of thing. And so we just touch on different topics, 7 different topics essentially for 7 different nights, ending with an exam at the end. And then depending on which track you're in, if you're in the industry professional track, the 2 important courses you would be taking them would be promoting beer as a brand ambassador, and the second one would be front of house beer management. And so this would provide you with the knowledge and the training you would need to get a job within the industry as perhaps a brewery manager, okay? If you were to go into the entrepreneurship track, the 2 important classes you would be taking, in addition to those foundational classes, would be the Real Business of Craft Beer and Craft Beer Entrepreneurship. And these actually teach you about the various laws as they pertain to opening up businesses within the liquor industry. It also teaches you about the 3-tiered system and things like that. And then following all of the foundational classes and the courses specific to your track, there would also be one elective, which over the years, the electives have changed a little bit. We have food and beer pairing in great depth, and there's the making of beer, which is obviously how to brew it. And then lastly, both tracks end with an industry capstone class, which at that point you would earn your certificate at the end. Now, depending on which track you decided to take, this may take anywhere from as little as 6 to 8 months to as much as 18 months. We have actually had students take both tracks, and that is possible, of course. with the expense and the time in adding up throughout the entire, both tracks, as a matter of fact. Many of the classes do take place at COD on campus, but we also try to get off campus as much as possible. I can say from my experience that about a third to maybe a half of all classes actually take place off campus. And the further into your track you progress, the more off campus you are. We try as much as possible to hold core classes at breweries, at restaurants, at bottle shops, at places where you will see first, or you will get firsthand knowledge and learning experience. We are very proud of our track record at COD in the Business of Craft Beer program. The number of students who have been successful in going out and either finding jobs within the industry or opening up their own breweries, let's say, for instance, has been very, very successful. Just to give you an idea, if you've ever heard of Ike and Oak Brewing, Sound Growler Brewing, Wolf Den Brewing, So Hopped, One Allegiance, every one of these breweries in the greater Chicago area, the owners of those breweries have come through our program. Likewise, we have had many other students go on to find gainful employment within the industry at Goldfinger, Pollyanna, Pipeworks, and many other Chicago area breweries. So our track record is phenomenal. We're very proud of that. That we're very proud of when students progress through the programs, they form bonds. Obviously, beer itself is a bond, but the learning about beer and the progressing through the program is also a bond that many of our students form throughout the process, and they maintain those friendships after they've left the program. I know of many people, I see all of these, or a lot of them, on social media, and I see that many of them still get together, whether it's at a professional level or simply a social level. One of the things that we stress, we go out of our way to create, is the connections that can be made through our program with professionals in the industry, whether it's at the local brewery, the local bottle shop, the local retailer, distributor, whatever the case may be. And we like to stress that that's a very, very big component of our success, is the connections made, the professional connections made. And so it's not just student to student, but student to teacher, student to other instructors, teacher or students to those business owners and people who can provide gainful employment. It's amazing how this networking works. And the network itself continues to grow with each class that comes through the program.